So what is going on, guys? I am Black Ops Amazing. Welcome back to another video on the channel, where today we are going to be taking a look at the audio reels in Alpha Omega and discovering what happened to Yuri from Ascension. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, drop a like rating if you want to. If not, it's totally fine. Whatever you guys want to do, make sure you are subscribed, but let's get into it. Here we go. So like I said, in Alpha Omega you can find 5 audio reels that you put in a projector, which talk about Broken Arrow's interrogation practices. We learn that they use the powers of the APD, which is their own version of the MPD pyramid that we can find in this map. They used it to harness the powers of Element 115, meaning they could interrogate people from within their own mind. And as I quote, they could use it to access their thoughts, manipulate their emotions, and rewrite their memories. They could get any confession they wanted to. And so when they captured Yuri ZAVOYSKI after the events at the Pentagon, they used these techniques on him. Anyway, I'm going to let you listen to the radios now, and then I'll come back and explain exactly what they mean after. Enjoy.
I'll admit I've had my concerns, Cornelius. But if what you say is true, MK Alpha could transform interrogation practices.
Not just transform, Sawyer. Revolutionize. Using the APD to harness the power of Element 115, we'll be able to interrogate subjects from within their own subconscious. We can access their thoughts, manipulate their emotions, rewrite their memories. We can procure any confession. Brigadier General, what I'm offering you is mind control on a level MK Ultra could never dream of accomplishing.
So what's the holdup? What am I missing?
Providing power to the APD is proving, well, difficult. The design's based on Group 935's analysis of the MPD, which means its source of power is...
If you're about to suggest what I think you are, the answer is no.
It was the only way Richthofen's men were able to charge the Moon Pyramid device.
I am not, and I repeat, not letting you kill soldiers to harvest their souls.
We prefer the term life force, actually.
Call it whatever the hell you want. We're not Group 935. We're not killing people to power your pyramid. Find another way, Purnell, or I'm shutting this down.
You had something for me, Dr. Hale?
Yes, Director. Weiss, bring me another one. This morning there was an incident with an ADAM. It short-circuited and broke down. We're not quite sure how or why, but I think what happened next will have your attention.
Here you are, Dr. Hale.
Hello. How may I be of service?
The ADAM died right next to one of the life force fuel canisters.
And?
Weiss?
Yes, ma'am.
Malfunction. Power failure.
Watch what happens.
Remarkable. Dr. Hale, I'm not sure how this is possible, but you may have just saved this project.
I swear, I tell you what I know.
We've only scratched the surface. The night of November 6, 1963, you gained access to the Pentagon. How?
I do not know. I just appear. I do what she say. I just appear.
Who is she?
The girl. The little girl. She was in my head, in Yuri's head for so long. Zlaya Vedma!
Why did she send you? Who was she targeting?
I do not know.
You lie. Tell me who she was targeting.
People who tried to stop her. She sent me to stop them. I obey. Try to stop them. I take weapon. Get out of my head. I can feel you. Okodi.
Not until we're finished. Did she tell you about her next attack?
Next attack?
What is her next attack? What's she planning?
She said many things. About past, present, future. Oh, she see all time the same. That is how she travels. She show me.
What did she show you? What did she show you, Yuri?
She showed me moon. And she showed me this place. Secret government facility.
Is she planning to attack here?
Not for a long time. 50, maybe 60 years. There will be big boom. Then she attack.
Don't play games with me.
I never play games. I tell you what she tell me. She tell me you will be there too, Purnell.
How do you know my name? Terminate the session. End it now. What else did she show you, Yuri? What else have you seen?
I seen different worlds, universes, past and future. These things are meaningless because all paths will be taken.
Different worlds?
You think this place is only place? This is one of many. And in each, 4 men are trapped.
What do you mean, 4 men?
4 men split in 2, beginning and end, first and last, Alpha and Omega, Primus and Ultimus.
What the hell's he talking about? Who are they, Yuri? Their names, Yuri. What are their names?
They are trapped. I see them. For years, they are trapped in the endless cycle. No matter how they try to break it, there is no escape. Cycle always begins anew. It is the ether. Once it was above all worlds, but then it corrupted one, and like virus, this corruption spread.
What more do you know about the ether?
I know what she tell me, and what they tell me.
Who's they? The 4 men?
Yet, 2 angels. They come to me in dream.
It must be code for something. Yuri, what are the 2 angels?
They come from place above existence. Agartha.
Yuri, this is very important. How do you get to Agartha?
Why do you hear the voices too?
Answer the question.
It is not for you! It is not for anything of us.
Answer the question!
Director, we should halt the interrogation. His levels are fluctuating rapidly.
We're done when I say we're done. Tell me how to get there, Yuri.
I do not know. And even if I did, I would not tell you. You have been marked by it. You are cursed. I hear it in your thoughts. I can feel it. It's corruption.
I can do this all day, Yuri. Tell me what I want to know.
Get out of my head! The confluence! Curse! The children!
How do we get there?
You do not possess power to withstand its embrace. Even if you find way to ascend, you will not comprehend what you saw. It would destroy you.
Dr. Hale, report.
One moment, Director. He's gone, sir.
So, like I said, Broken Arrow wanted to use the APD pyramid to harness the power of 115 and use it to interrogate people. This would give them the ability to access people's thoughts and rewrite their memories, change their emotions. With this technology, Broken Arrow could get any confession they wanted to. However, there was one problem, and that was they couldn't get power to the pyramid. Since the designs of the APD were based off the MPD pyramid on Moon, and we know that one was powered up by the souls of people, Group 935 would travel to the Moon, kill people, and use that to activate the MPD pyramid. Well, the APD worked in the same way. It needed souls to power up. However, Sawyer told Purnell that they're not doing that. They are not going to kill people to activate this device, meaning the project was put on standby. That was until one day they discovered instead of sacrificing human lives, they could sacrifice the ADAM robots around the facility. And so that's what Broken Arrow did. They began to bring the ADAM robots to the APD, and souls began collecting inside of the pyramid, powering it up, meaning the group could now use it for interrogations. We learned that one person that Broken Arrow or Purnell interrogated specifically was Yuri ZAVOYSKI. After being wired up to the APD, we can hear Purnell asking him a bunch of questions on how he gained access to the Pentagon. Of course, we know that Yuri was a Russian scientist working at the Ascension Group. That was until one day he discovered Richtofen's diary, he read it. Samantha, who at the time was in control of the zombies, then began to take control of Yuri's mind, driving him insane until he broke down and eventually agreed to follow Samantha's orders. We know from then on Samantha ordered Yuri to kill Gersh by tricking him into activating the Gersh device, sucking him into a black hole, and we know after that she sent him to the Pentagon, where he became the Pentagon thief, and she told him to stop Nixon, Kennedy, Castro and McNamara from surviving. And of course, as we see after he did that, Yuri was captured by Broken Arrow and he's now being interrogated by Purnell. He asks Yuri how he gained access to the Pentagon. Yuri tells him he doesn't know, he just follows orders from this voice in his head. Purnell asks him why she sent him, who is she targeting. Yuri says he doesn't know, and then Purnell, in an attempt to get answers, electrocutes him. And again, Purnell asks him why he was sent to the Pentagon, and Yuri says my job was to stop JFK and the crew, and he did this by taking their weapons, which explains why the Pentagon thief stole the guns from our hands in 5. But we can see Purnell wants to learn everything that Yuri knows about Samantha, everything that she told him throughout the time she was in his head. Yuri does give him some answers, but clearly he doesn't know everything. Yuri tells him about how Samantha knows about all of the past, present and future. We learn that Samantha told him about the Moon, about this facility that he's in right now. Yuri also mentions that Samantha knew the exact outcome of Alpha Omega, about how 60 years from now, because remember that the date Alpha Omega was actually operational and people were working here was around 60 years ago. The facility has been empty ever since, and it has been the ADAM robots that have been keeping the place up. They have been acting as the caretakers, and so Yuri says that 60 years from now, which is Alpha Omega, Samantha says she is going to come here and blow the place up, and that Purnell would be there 60 years from now. That explains the Alpha Omega ending. As we know at the end of the Easter egg, Purnell is locked inside of the APD pyramid, where actually he is the Avogadro. We defeat him, and then in the ending cutscene we see Samantha is teleported here from Monty's house, and in a fit of rage after seeing Monty kill her father, she blows Nuketown up. So we can see 60 years ago when Samantha was in Yuri's head, she knew about the events that played out in Alpha Omega. Yuri also talks about 4 men split in 2, Ultimus and Primus, the Alpha and Omega, the first and last. Of course, Purnell has no idea what he's on about. He thinks that Yuri is crazy. He talks about our crew being trapped in the endless cycle, that no matter how they try to break it, there is no escape. He then begins to talk about the ether and 2 angels. He says they come from the place above existence, which is Agatha, so I can only guess these 2 angels he's referring to are Monty and the Shadow Man. But we can see eventually Purnell begins to lose patience with Yuri. He asks him how exactly they can get to Agatha. Yuri doesn't tell him. He begins to ramble on about the children and all different stuff. And so in an attempt to get answers out of him, Purnell continues to electrocute him. Eventually, he goes on for too long and kills Yuri. Purnell electrocutes him to death. And we can actually see in one of the buildings near to here a body bag of Yuri lying on a bed. They killed Yuri and left him in the facility. We can see we have 4 different images of him after every time he's electrocuted. There's interrogation 1, 2, 3 and 4, and by the time number 4 comes around, they have killed him. And also next to his body, there's a classified note. I can't really tell what it says. It's a little bit blurred. If you can get a tiny bit closer, you could probably make it out. But it talks about Yuri in the Ascension facility and Gersh. It isn't blurred writing like a lot of documents. There are actually words on there that make sense. Like I said, I can't read them. I don't know if it's my eyesight. If you guys could do a better job, let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, that tells us the fate of Yuri. Broken Arrow used the APD pyramid to interrogate him to get inside of his mind, but when he wouldn't give them the answers they wanted, we can see Purnell went too far, electrocuted him too much, and ended up killing him. So there we go. That's what happened to Yuri after the Pentagon. Anyway guys, as always, hopefully you have enjoyed the video. There are so many story videos you can make on this map. There are still so many radios I have yet to cover, so stay tuned. As always, hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, a like rating would be appreciated. Make sure you are subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye.